Patriots. I'm Riley.
And I'm Peyton.
And today we're going to be doing the Great Pumpkin Cookie Dunk. Yay!
Yay!
So first we're going to start off with showing you guys what you need in order to conduct this experiment.
Hi little Patriots, it's Antonina. I'm here to talk to you about what materials you guys would need in order to complete this experiment. The first material that you guys would need is a flow or sync chart. That will help you keep the data that you've recorded throughout your experiment. You will also need a pencil and of course the different types of cookies that you will be using for this experiment. I hope you guys enjoy this experiment and don't forget to have fun. Bye!
First you need milk, but you're going to need 4 cups of this.
Because you're going to have 4 different types of cookies to use.
4 cups of milk. Then you're going to need your cookies.
So for our experiment, because it's fall and we're around the time of Halloween and pumpkins and everything, we're going to be using these cookies from Publix, and they just have a pumpkin, a bat, and a ghost. And then we're also going to be using these mini Oreos, but you can use whatever cookies you want to use.
So when you do the experiment, you're gonna want maybe a little chart to just track the data that you've been working with. So you're gonna want to get your chart and just check it off as we go. So the first is our question. So our question is, are these cookies gonna sink or float in milk after 45 seconds?
Our hypothesis is that we think the bat, the ghost, and the pumpkin cookies will sink, and the Oreo cookie will float. Because these cookies are just like heavier, and I think they're made of like a thicker material or ingredient, so.
Okay, so let's get to the experiment. The first step is you want to make your observation about like what the cookie looks like just describe it. So first we have the Oreo. So show us our Oreo.
So these are our Oreos, so we'll start by just getting the milk right here.
So observation, let's look at it. It's small, it's black, and has white stuffing. So we're just gonna write that under observation. Next, we're gonna make our prediction. So prediction is one of our vocab words. And prediction just means a guess. Educated, smart guess about what you think is going to happen. So what do you think is going to happen, Peyton?
I think that the Oreo is going to float.
Okay, so we're going to put float. So then for sink or float, we can just put a little check mark when we get to the actual thing. So
Hi little Patriots, it's vocab time. I just wanted to talk about a little of the vocab words that are discussed between the experiment. One of the vocab words is float, and what float basically means is the cookies that float above the milk, and what sink basically means is the cookies that go below the milk. Another vocab word that I want to talk about is prediction. What prediction is basically the same thing as hypothesis, which was discussed by Miss Riley, and Miss Riley said that hypothesis is an educated guess.
So next we're gonna get our next cookie, our second glass of milk, and we're gonna do our chart. So what's our second cookie?
Our second cookie is our bat cookie.
So let's look at it, and what are some observations we can make from that, Peyton?
I think it's brown.
Brown.
I think it's very wide.
It's wide.
And it has sugar on top of it.
Sugar. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think it's gonna float or sink?
I think it's gonna sink.
Sink? Okay. Next cookie. So we get our next glass of milk. And what's our next cookie, Peyton?
Our next cookie is our pumpkin cookie.
Oh my god, look at that face. So, what can we tell about it?
So it's orange.
Orange.
It has sugar again.
More sugar.
And it has a face engraved into the pumpkin.
Face.
Yes, it has a face.
Remember, we're just still filling that out under observation. And let's think. Is that gonna sink or is it gonna float?
I think this one's gonna sink. What do you think?
I'm kind of thinking it's gonna sink too. It's a little similar to the bat cookie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put sink. Last cookie, our ghost cookie.
Ghost.
Wow. So what can we gotta get our milk for that too.
Yes.
What observation can we make about the broken
This is just broke, but
ghost
it's
cookie?
okay. This cookie is white. It's the only one that actually looks like a regular cookie. It has sugar again, and it also has some eyes engraved into it.
Oh man, and it's broken.
Yes, and it's broken.
But that's okay. So, I'm gonna think that one's gonna sink too.
I think this one's gonna sing.
Sink? Okay. So now let's get to the experiment. Okay, so now that we've filled out our whole chart, our observation, our predictions on what the cookie is gonna happen, let's test out those theories.
Okay.
So like we said, we have our milk.
So I'm gonna open up a timer,
Hold on.
and what we're gonna do, you can't see all of them, but we'll kind of show in a second. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put
This
a timer.
jar. So this jar will be our Oreo, our bat, our pumpkin, and our ghost cookie.
And then we're just gonna try and set a timer for 45 seconds.
So first cookie, grab us an Oreo,
We'll grab 2 Oreos, or
however many you want. They're kind
Yeah.
of little.
just because they're little. So we're gonna do those first, and we're gonna put those in.
Okay, should I just drop it?
Yeah.
So ready, set, go.
Okay, ready?
10
10,
seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh
So,
my goodness.
When looking at our cookies, is that a bad view? I can't see. You can tell that one Oreo stayed afloat, but the other sank. How crazy.
So our next cookie.
So, next, we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
check mark on our chart what they did. So since one stayed afloat and one sank, we can put a little check mark for both. So sink and float.
Yes.
Put your check marks, there you go. Next is our bat cookie.
All right. So this one does not fit in my cup.
Oopsie.
So what you can do is just break it in half, and then I'm gonna start another timer.
Get ready for your timers.
Ready, set, go! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's look at our cookies. Uh-oh. Can you see it?
Our bat ones sank.
All gone in the milk.
So our prediction was right.
Yes. So you're gonna go ahead and check that for your bat cookie. You're gonna say sank. Put a little check mark.
Our next cookie is our pumpkin cookie. So what do you think? Is it gonna float or is it gonna sink? We're gonna find out.
Let's see.
This one can fit in my cup.
Perfect.
Okay,
Our
ready?
pumpkin face. Ready?
Set, go.
10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's look at our cookie. Okay, what do we see?
This one is actually, if you look closely, no, I know, I'm trying to show the side of it. Show the
Oh.
side of it. If you look closely, it's all the way at the bottom.
What? So that one definitely sank. Went down all the way. So that one definitely sank. So now we're gonna go to our chart and check off sink. Our prediction was right again.
Yes.
Yay! Last cookie. What cookie is it?
Our ghost cookie.
Woo! Okay.
So
Last.
this cookie, remember, this one was broken, but it's okay. We can still put it in there and see what happens.
Let's
so here
see.
you go, Miss Riley.
Thank you, Miss Peyton.
Okay, ready? We're about to start it. Ready, set, go.
10 seconds.
Done. 0. Yay.
Okay, let's look for our cookie. Let's see what's going on.
Oh.
Where is it? It sank. It's all the way at the bottom. You can't even see it. Oh, there it is.
So looking back, let's mark on our chart, Miss Riley.
So that one did sink, like our prediction.
So looking back, pretty much all of our predictions were right.
Hi, Little Patriots. My name is Antina, and I'm here to ask you a few questions about the experiment. My first question is, what books have pumpkins in them? My next question is, what different types of cookies can you name? My third question is, out of the objects in your classroom, what objects do you think would sink, and what objects do you think would float? My last and final question for you is, what stores could you get cookies at?
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.